There we go. Now, live on the show, I'm going to be talking to... He was probably one of the best Big Brother housemates. Let's say hello to Danny. Hello.
Hello, Lewis.
How are you doing? I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, not bad, mate. Not bad, thanks.
That must be crazy. I mean, this time last week, you were in the house. So it must have been a kind of a roller coaster for you coming out and doing all the press interviews and stuff like that. How have you found it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'll be honest, I'm at the stage now where I actually want to go back in. I wanted to get out at one point, but I'm starting to miss all the housemates, and I just want to get back in there now.
I mean, does it feel weird coming out and obviously getting your phone back, being on social media, seeing your friends, your family, walking down the street? I mean, is it weird to be in a house for like 2 months and then go out and kind of have the... It must be strange.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when I was in there, I didn't miss my phone at all. Like, it was kind of like a relief to get off it for a change, but... Yeah, being out was quite nice, you know. I enjoy being in my comfort zone and being around my friends and family. So, it was, you know, being out has been quite nice, to be honest.
And I mean, in the house, you were you at all times. I mean, no, I don't think anyone ever got the impression that you were fake or anything like that. But you would stand up for a lot of people as well. So if you've seen that someone was kind of getting picked on and such, you'd stand up for them. Looking back, is there anything that you regret? Do you wish sometimes that you kind of backed down and didn't get involved? Or are you glad that you acted the way you did?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, mate. Like, I was myself in there, like you said. Thanks for that. And I didn't think I'd ever be like that, you know. Like, I didn't think, you know, sometimes I just try and take a sit-back role, but it kind of just naturally comes out, you know. Like, even on the outside, if I saw two people arguing or someone was getting picked on, you know, I'd stand up, you know. I'd step in and before it gets too far. And I just felt like that's all I did. I know it went over the top sometimes, but it got pushed to that sort of level, and that's probably the only things that I regret is just taking it a step too far. But again, I couldn't really help that because that's just me. I was just myself.
And I mean, the house was kind of, everyone was getting on quite well, and then the time housemates came in, Helen, Brian, and Nikki, and the whole dynamic of the house changed because Helen is, well, she's gobby, and she went in there and she just wouldn't shut up, and she was, you know, kind of looking for rows with everyone. So how did you find that? Like, just seeing her come in and just arguing, that must have been a nightmare to live with.
Yeah, it was. I'll be honest with you, like, I kind of knew what Helen was about anyway before she come in. I kind of try to give her the benefit of the doubt, you know, and she didn't come in all guns blazing straight away, and it looked like she got on with most people, and even myself, I got on with her, and I don't know, for some reasons, we had a few rows and stuff like that, but since she's been out of the house, she seems to have had a vendetta against me and seems to hate me for some reason. But as far as I was concerned, we left it on good terms, so I don't know what's happened there. Well,
I wouldn't worry about that, Danny. I think it's just to get public attention. But like you said, you've come out of the house, you've had a lot of support from people, but you're a good-looking lad, obviously, and you went in there and you got loads of females. I mean, there's people now saying, oh, my God, I've missed his voice. You got a lot of girls that like you. And when you went in there, you weren't short of female attention. That, you know, that's fair to say. Aisleen obviously thought... She was in love with you at one point. And then we had Sarah as well. She was loving you. I mean, have you kept in contact with Sarah?
I have, yes. She was obviously there on the final night. And I see her at the after party and stuff like that, and we've messaged each other since, and yeah, we're going to stay in contact. Like I said, me and Sarah got on really well, so I like to think we'll meet up soon, and just take it from there.
Yeah, because obviously a lot of people have probably asked you, what's going to happen with you and Sarah, so it'd be good to kind of see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have said that online and that, but I'll be honest, I haven't got an answer to tell them yet, because we haven't met up. Since the final show, I haven't got an answer. But all I can say is that we are talking, and who knows what could happen.
Now, like in the house, I mean, obviously we only see 1 hour a day of a 24-hour, you know, what happens in there. But we did see a loving side of you. But then towards the end, we saw your temper in the sense of the arguments you had with Mark and the way you would shout and, you know, I mean, you chucked a sandwich? Stylish, by the way, chucking the nice little bacon roll. I thought that was a good little touch.
It took me ages to make that.
But like, do you think it's because you're living in such a small space, you can't really get out? So if you fall out with someone, you're stuck in there with them. Would you say that things just build up and? Yeah,
it's exactly that, mate. Exactly what you said. Like, you're stuck in four walls. It's got, you know, I'm kind of comparing it to a prison, if you like, and there's nowhere to hide or run. You're on basic rations, so you're eating chickpeas and stuff that you don't even like. You don't get no sleep. So yeah, it kind of all just builds up, and you just kind of explode when something annoys you. It could be the littlest things as well, and you just kind of explode, and it just comes out at once.
And I mean, like, if you're in there a bit longer, it could have been sausages that were getting thrown. So it's kind of...
Oh no, I wouldn't waste them.
Rianne has a question for you. By the way, Rianne loves you, so it'd be good if you can just say hello to her.
Who was it, Rianne?
Rianne, yeah.
Oh, hi, Rianne.
She said you was such an amazing housemate, but how hard was it living with Mark?
It was very hard living with Mark. He just seemed to like rub me up the wrong way all the time. Even just looking at his face really annoyed me. Like with his teeth and his plucked eyebrows. Everything just seemed to annoy me about him in the end, and it was very hard. But I don't know. At the same time, if I was watching it on the outside, it was probably very entertaining.
And not only that, I mean, he had so much respect for you. When you see him come out in the interviews and stuff, you expected him to kind of run you down to the press, and it was kind of the opposite with Mark. He actually said how much respect he has for you, which was a shock, because we've seen you two face to face at times. I mean, the first time you met him, you were face to face, and in a little task with Ashleen, it was also very tense. So to hear him talk highly of you was shocked. Were you shocked by the way he was?
Yeah, do you know what? I watched his interview last night, and yeah, I was shocked, and I sent him a message, just to say thanks for doing that, because he didn't have to. And do you know what it is? I think he knew that I was just being myself and stuff like that, and he was in there to rub me up the wrong way, and he was just playing off that. So he knew, I am just a normal, decent guy. So that's why he can't really come out and say, oh, he's this and that, when all I was doing was just sticking up for people and just being me. So yeah, I'll give him a lot of respect for doing that, because he didn't have to.
And I mean, obviously, since coming out, I guess it must have been a whirlwind, because there was a lot of press stories written about you whilst you were in there, in the sense of they thought you had a friendship with Emma Willis as well, and it was just the fact that you actually met on a show. But there was also a rumour about fake tweets that people made up about you on your account. I mean, do you want to clear that up? Were they fake?
I'll be honest with you, I've literally still sitting down going through everything that's been said. I've got a great big folder of all the stuff that's been said about me in the press. I'm still going through it now and trying to get my head around it.
Yeah.
I can confirm the tweets were fake. But at the moment, I can't say too much on that at the moment. But yeah, on that side of things, the tweets were fake. But yeah, I'm still going through it all now, and shortly, in a few days, we're saying it'll probably come out the full story, and I'll get my point of view across.
We've had a question come in from Riddle Morgan. She said, can you ask Danny what he has missed the most while being in the house? Tell him I love him too.
What was that name, sorry?
I think it's Riddle Morgan.
Oh, hello, Riddled Morgan. What have I missed when I was in the house?
Yeah, so when you were in there, what did you kind of miss the most?
Definitely my family and friends. There was a point where I think it was about halfway where I was struggling a bit, and all I could think about was them, and I couldn't wait to get out them doors and see them. So I think through the halfway stage, I was more focusing on seeing friends and family rather than focusing on my time in the house. Just my family and friends, I'd say.
And looking back now, is there anything you would change, or anything that you wish you had done differently, or even something that you forgot to do that you wish you did?
Not really. The only thing I'd probably change is I probably would have learned how to spell canoe before I went in.
I was about to ask you, do you know how to spell canoe now?
I do, mate, I do. Hang on, let me get my dictionary. Hold on. It's C-A-N-O-E.
I think you should get that tattooed on you, BB 2015.
I think I said that to Joel when I was in. I might get it tattooed on me.
Honestly, Danny, you've done so well when you're in there. You were yourself. I mean, you always stuck up for people and kind of the voice of reason at time. When there was an argument brewing, you would pull that person away to diffuse the situation. So well done on being yourself, and I'm glad you enjoyed the experience. And I hope there's a lot more from you. Have you got something that you're kind of working on, or stuff that's in the pipeline?
I've got quite a busy schedule coming up, actually. I can't say too much now, like I said, but over the next few days and that, people will find out. I've got some other stuff coming out. So yeah, you ain't seen the last of me yet.
Well, it's been a pleasure having you on the show. Such a laugh. And like you said, good luck with everything else. And thank you for tuning in and having an interview with me.
Brilliant. But Lewis, can I just say one thing? Can I just thank all the support that I've got as well? Because obviously without the support I've had, I wouldn't have come third place. So, a massive thank you to everyone.
And you got an amazing reception as well. What was it like, actually, when obviously you get the countdown and those doors open? What was it like? And you go out and you hear the crowd. It
mate, it was really scary. I'll be honest. But as soon as you see, first of all, I saw my mum and dad, And as soon as you see like your family and your friends, like you just, I don't know, like you just lose control and you're just like buzzing just to see everybody. Because you've been in the house for that long, just to see everybody is just quite overwhelming. So you just lose control. I was just going mad out there.
Okay, well, thank you so much, and we'll hopefully get you back on the show again.
Yes, definitely. I'll keep in contact, Lewis. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much. I'll speak to you soon.
Cheers, mate. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.